Alrighty, welcome to the ninth episode. Nine? We made it to nine?
9, brother.
Episode of Suds to Success podcast. My name's Andrew,
My name's Rajan.
and this episode is going to be all about pretty much how to, prepare for the summer rush and kind of what to do now to kind of keep your business ready. Is that right? That was your idea. Is that essentially what we're talking about?
I would say ready, but also how to maintain it. Like, how it keeps, like, if it's, dude, right now for both of us, we're slammed. Like we were just talking right before this. It is crazy. Andrew hired a new person. He's got his third employee, right? Third one.
Yeah.
And he's told him he's going to work 2 days. Now he's working 4. It's crazy. And we're blessed. So, we're grateful. We're blessed. But also, like I was telling Andrew, I'm like, I'm busy right now. Like I'm getting calls. But like it's 2 weeks minimum. And I go, should I think of a sale? And then in my head, I was like, am I being too greedy with it? And I was like, no, I should do a sale maybe. Just so, keeps the flow going, right? Because it's like, it just keeps balancing, hitting off each other. So I was thinking that.
So, pretty much we did an episode in the winter, how to prepare for winter and what to do in winter. Now we're doing one, what to do in spring when we get busy. But before we kind of get into all of it, if you don't know, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. Comment, like, all that. We're also on social media, Suds to Success Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. That's all of it. And YouTube, obviously. And then our website is suds2successpodcast.com. And that's where you can go on there, see all of our episodes. We have a blog on there. We do way too much work and do way too much writing, but we do it. And we also have a great little section about software recommendations. We love tech. We are very into saving you time, which is what we're going to talk about in this podcast, kind of how to do it. And I guess I think I'm going to talk about what I'm working on now, which I tend not to because it might not work out, but screw it. Let's do it. And we can go from there. But on that website, software recommendations, you can get discounts for tons of software that we use. And we also get a little, little cha-ching, a little bit of money for the podcast.
Hey, helps keep us going. Podcast. Hey, helps
keep Rajan going. And, he's expensive talent. I mean, honestly, we're going broke affording his payroll. So, we need that referral money, guys. Rajan's expensive. I mean, yeah, I can't say anything else.
Black backgrounds, yellow backgrounds, and
oh yeah, we're professional now. Yeah,
bro. Honestly, I think I could take over the world at this point. And marketing.
Oh yeah. Your thumbnail game's the best. You can go on Fiverr, start making thumbnails for a living.
I've thought about it in the winter.
Yeah, I bet you did. In the winter. Our next episode, side hustles when your detailing business is slow.
Fiverr. Anyway, let's get into the episode.
Yeah.
We've been on a roll of going off topic right now.
So Rajan is on just near the end of Ramadan. So for those of you who don't know, because I didn't know what it was, he's explaining it. But he's fasting, so he can't drink water or food. So right for this podcast, we were being all serious about like what we're going to talk about, whatever. And he goes on this rant about how he has this pineapple mango juice that he has to try.
Let me tell you guys, okay, as the viewers of this episode and this podcast,
not for long because we got a good topic, but
then they can enjoy that mango pineapple juice and sit down and watch our podcast. And every time they drink mango pineapple juice, they're going to think about our podcast. And then after our podcast,
I think you're just deprived. Like
I'm so thirsty, but hey, you only got a few minutes left. I guess an hour. I don't know.
Yeah, and we have another episode of this. So if you guys are annoyed by him now when he's thirsty and deprived,
hey, the first two I was fine. I didn't really talk to the one Dean because
you weren't working back then.
Oh yeah,
you were slow. Yeah, now you got business. Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
Anyway,
so pretty much how are you preparing? Because I'm going to talk, and usually I'm the one that rants and raves about technology. So honestly, what are you doing?
Go high level. Slowly but surely setting it up. Andrew would probably yell at me if he see how much I've done, which rightfully so. But I have an excuse.
What are you setting up with it now?
I got the email figured out at the text. The emails, the spam thing, I couldn't figure it out for the life of me.
The spam thing, you knew a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. Oh wait, And then I got the number working, and then I put all the people towards it. And I want to do one of those emails where you're telling me the tracker link things.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of want to do a spring sale, but then I got to kind of figure out the spam, going in the spam folder before I do the spring sale. 'Cause I don't know. So we'll figure it out. Anyway, honestly, just reaching out like to some of, I did this the other day. Some of my ceramic customers. I said, "Hey, how's your ceramic coating doing? How's your car? Whatever. How did you find it easy in the winter? Blah blah blah." One guy said, "Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I go to take it to the power washers and there was still dirt on it." And then so it took me the time. I said, "Okay." I took the time. I explained it to him. I said, "Okay, like it's still, you need to hand wash it. It's good to do it every once in a while, but a good hand wash, and you won't beat it." He's like, "Oh, okay, okay." Actually, he came in. He said he was gonna come in and buy some soap. I was like, "All right, say no more." So what I'm thinking of doing is, he's a ceramic company or customer, other ceramic customer. So I was thinking of just getting like a bucket and putting a grit guard in it too, and maybe a wash mitt. And if he buys the soap, I mean, whatever, it is what it is. That was really nice. It's like, oh, people are telling, "Oh yeah, like awesome, it's great, it's beautiful. I loved it during the winter. It's nice. Now it's even better." I'm like, okay, perfect.
So the value of doing that, and this is when I was at like the size you are now,
Yeah.
I was scared to do that because it's like,
Yeah.
what if they don't like my service and they like just destroy me, right? Like, because
Yeah.
that's in your head. Like when you send those messages out, it's fair game to someone just bashing the crap out of you.
Yeah.
Like you're open to it, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not, but
I feel like
you
we
are.
can leave. I feel like you and I can leave a good mark on someone to the point
Yeah,
where like, they're
but
spending
maybe
the
you
money
didn't.
on it. Hey
But
man,
maybe you
I
didn't.
made sure. The last guy, I don't know if he made it seem like he was just like another day. But then as
Yeah.
soon as he leaves, he goes, "Did I tell you about that?" I'll have to
No.
tell you about that later. I'll tell you about that later. So funny.
Getting so sidetracked again.
Sorry.
But no, the value of doing that is that's where you get a lot of your ideas. And especially in the beginning, is when a customer says like that, when someone says, "Why do I have to, when I rinse my car, why is it dirty?" That's a good idea for a video.
Yeah.
Like that's something where like you didn't educate him.
Yeah.
I get that too. Like everybody does.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's ridiculous if you do a video that yes, you use soap on your car. Like when
Yeah.
you really think about it, and like I have documents, I still get them. I think I talked about on the podcast. I still get them at least once a year. You have a black car, and he's like, "Oh, it's still dirty." I'm like, "The coating's fine. Let me show you." And I wash it. "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to tell you with that, but the value of doing that and marketing to your highest paying customers, you're able to do it at a small scale and so personal. I
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I'd be calling people for a month.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
honestly,
Yeah, you're right.
I like take advantage when you can do it now.
Yeah.
Now, what do? Is I send like targeted emails to ceramic coating customers only. So it's like, oh,
Mhm.
we're doing a sale only to these customers. I can do that with Go High Level, and that's kind of what I do. And it's more so of I look at it as like some people like, oh, like you're selecting customers. No, I'm giving more value to the ones that give value to me, and that's kind of how I look at it. Is the ones that are willing to maintain their car, it doesn't, not even price, but like the ones that are maintaining protection, even if you did wax customers and threw them in there, the people that are adding value to their car in terms of like stuff that do they really need it? I mean, it's not required versus like a detail I feel is required. Ceramic or protection is not really required. Does it make a big difference? Of course it does. Like you need it, but it's not required. So those type of customers that are like trying to do their best, keep their car looking better, of course you want them coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. That's what you want to market to.
Yeah, and get them on their interior. I had two
Not
people
even
come.
the
I got to do
interior,
my interior.
anything.
All right.
Anything. But anything could literally be like, oh, they get Matt's or their fiance's car or they're like anybody. Like, yeah, this is the way it kind of goes. And then the longer when you reach out to them, what else you'll realize, and this is where the email newsletters come into play, is when you reach out to them, they'll randomly reach out to you or they'll message you and say, "Hey, I just saw your email and I saw your name and I just bought a new like Audi Q8. Like, how much is the code again?" I had a guy. I'll tell you a story, and this isn't about like me proactively reaching out to them, but like we do email newsletters, targeted like ads and stuff, right? So he saw videos on Facebook, like organic, and He reached out to me. He goes, "Hey, you coated my Audi Q8 last year. It was 24 Audi Q8." I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I'm getting rid of that car. I'm getting a Jeep Grand Cherokee." I'm like, "Okay, it's a 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee because I'm getting it at the end of April. It's happened today." And he goes, "Quote me for what I got last time." So I'm like, "Okay." Pull up his thing and you're able. I'm like, "Oh, we did a 5-year glass, rims, and an interior coating." So I call him. I'm like, "I never do sales over email. That's not just,
No.
So I call him. I said, "Hey." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, you did such a great job." I'm like, "Oh." I go, "Congratulations on the Jeep. Sorry to hear about the Audi." Because he's like, "I don't like the Audi at all." I'm like, "Okay,
Really? The
to each
Q8?
their own."
What?
Yeah, to each their own. Maybe it was too big or who knows what it
Yeah.
was. It was a nice car. I remember working on it. And he goes, "Yeah, quote me on what I did in the last car." I go, "Okay." I go, "I see a few problems with what we did in the last car." And he's like, "Okay." I go, "You only did a 5-year." I go, "Now you only kept it for 1 year." It's like, that is a thing. Like, I mean, but I go, like, "Do you plan on keeping this one?" "Yeah." Like, "Oh, it's only $200 more for a 7-year. So you might as well do the 7." "Okay." I go, "And your interior coating." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "We only did a 1-year on it, like a non-warranted one."
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Well, now we have a 5-year warranted one." He goes, "Do it." Okay. So I
No
look.
way.
Oh yeah, it was like taking like this is the difference between doing sales in spring and summer versus winter.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, and Taylor heard me on the phone, like writing down, typing his information, and make sure you beep that,
Oh,
write that time down. And yeah, I'm talking to you,
flew by me,
and
bro.
I'm writing, and I'm writing his information down. I'm like, she goes, "Why are you so happy?" I'm like, "I just sold an extra $450, like it was nothing."
Like that.
Yeah, like just because
It
you
was like
talked
me when
about
I
it.
sold the interior coating on the one truck that I did. He goes, yeah, for the when I get the outside ceramic, do you do anything for the interior? I was like, no. He goes, I'm like, we do have a ceramic coating if you'd like. He's like, no, 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 no. I was like, I mean, think about it. Your truck's brand new, and it's like it's literally has like 50 kilometers on it or something. So your truck is literally as brand new as it gets. Why don't you keep it that way? And you're getting the outside coated while it's already here. It's only 250 extra for the non-warranty, and then whatever for the warranty. He goes, he looks at me. He looks at me, gives me like a side eye. He goes, okay. I was like, okay, I'll quote you for it. Give him the total. All right, I'll see you on Monday.
So people ask me, even Paulo, they're like, "How do you sell so much interior coatings?" I'm like, "You ask."
Yeah,
Like
you should
every
throw it
single
in.
quote. Yeah, no, 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 but you just ask them, and like sometimes we'll do like a promotion where like I'll kind of like discount like what we do sometimes if they're getting everything done right, like they're getting glass rims, paint coating, and I only do like the higher end paint coatings for this, like maybe a 3 year, 5, 7.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't do a 1 year thing, but if they're getting everything, so like the paint coating, glass rims, and the interior, I do like the glass for free.
Oh, that's what I do. Yeah, it's the easiest one.
Yeah, I know. So it's like nothing. Like it doesn't take us any time, and it's like we
But
make
like
extra
if you
money.
think about it, if you were a customer, like I would love that. Like if someone told me, okay, you're spending 2 grand, let's say, and we're gonna make it 1,800 because something's free. Okay, I'm done. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
but it's also this is the way I word it to people. I'm like, all right, so we give whatever. Prime example, new car was a Mazda. I think we're quoting it right now, and I'm like, "Do you want the interior done?" And he's like quoting like a 5-year glass rims, and he's like, "No, I'm good." I'm like, "Well, we do a promotion." He goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, if you do everything, we do the glass cleaning for free." He's like, "Well, what's the difference in price?" I'm like, $60. He goes, $60. I'm like, $60, and that's it. You get it done. I go, it's honestly, you're kind of stupid not to do it because it's 250 normally. I
Mm,
literally just throw it out there, right? He
yeah,
goes, "Oh, fuck, you're right. Like, why wouldn't I do it?" I'm
yeah.
like, exactly. He goes, "I really wasn't thinking about it." I'm like, "But for $60, like it's here, like you might as well." That's kind of those are like the sales tactics that you're doing. But why you're able to do that, and some people I'll be like, "Oh, that's sleazy," or that's no, like you're trying to provide value because what that does is, or it provides recurring business because they're going to come back. But what else it does is it gets them thinking that you want to protect their whole car
You care
and
about
you
them.
want them to do well. And that's why I tell them, like, you don't have to come for interiors as much. Really? It's like same with the mats. It's like they're easy sells. Um, so what are you doing right now to prepare for spring and summer? Because you went from it's kind of busy, or no, it's not busy, to it's kind of busy, to now it's too busy. And now your employee that you hired less than a month ago is telling you need a second one.
Yeah, bro. When he said that to me, I looked at it, I was like, oh boy. I was like, I was doing this stuff by myself, man. I'm like, you haven't like but I understand. Like Andrew did tell me, he's like, you're expecting him to put the same work output as you. And I was like, no,
He
you're right.
won't.
Like he will never do it.
No, but he's also, and the reason why is, and this is a Gary Vaynerchuk quote, is of course he's not. It was he said it to somebody. He goes, of course he won't. He doesn't have the same investment you do.
Yeah.
He gets paid X amount of dollars an hour and he goes home. You never
Yeah.
clock out.
No. Yeah. So
Right?
other than that, it's focusing on Yusuf. To be honest, it's,
So are you
um,
hiring a second one?
we'll see. We'll see. It's just the first 3 weeks so far.
Yeah,
We
but
can tough it
doesn't
out.
it feel good having one? Just wait till you have two.
I call Andrew. I'm like, dude, I'm talking to you on the phone right now. Before I used to stop, sit down, nothing would be getting done, and now it's just like I'd sit there, talk to you, and something's getting done. I'm like, I love it.
Oh,
And
when I
it's
hired
not
my
an
third.
ego thing. It's honestly not an ego thing. It's more so
No,
like
it's you
I'm
deserve it.
so happy about ball. Like I can sit down for 2 minutes after a long phone call. I can sit down, think, and have someone working on the car. I'm like,
Well,
wow.
it's also, it gives you time to do your job. Like,
Yeah.
so I hired a third employee, and so what was different between hiring 2 and 3 is with the third. Now my team are rock stars. Like we talk about it all the time. I'm sure people are tired of hearing about it, but they are. I can say I barely trained him. I
Yeah,
told him
bro.
this.
That's what I told Yusuf. I was like, bro, I want to get you so good to the point where the next person I hire, I'm not even training him.
So like what I did with my second one is I made him part time. Like when Nick started,
Yeah.
or was Nick my second? Yeah, at the time Nick was my second, and they were both part time. So like I'd have one a day.
Mm.
And then sometimes it goes to you have one full time, and then you have the other one will stay certain days, and then it just goes where they're both full time. But what was hard for me in the second one was there you're not experienced enough to make him train somebody.
Oh, I see what you're
So
talking about. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
right. So since I've had people for a while, is I know they both have good habits. And I know, like, so when someone's new, so if you have the blind leading the blind, it doesn't work. Like they don't know
Yeah,
stuff.
bad enough.
Versus now, they're both at points where if one doesn't know, so like if Taylor doesn't know something, Nick will know, or if Nick doesn't know something, Taylor will know. So I don't even need to be in the conclusion at all, and they don't want me in the conclusion. They don't want. They don't.
You've
They're
gone
like, oh,
through
he's
it
just
a
gonna.
few times.
Yeah, they're like, he's just gonna slow us down,
Yeah.
and so that point is one of his first days, one of Darren's first days, which is my new employee. And I had a big meeting, had a big contract, like big meetings. Like he started on, I think the week before. So he worked 2 days, and then this would have been one of his first days back or something
Third,
like
fourth
that. So
day. Yeah.
might have been, yeah. So I just told him, like, I have a meeting. It's at 9 o'clock. I'm not going to be here in the morning. Just figure out whatever you guys are doing and make sure he doesn't like hurt himself. That's
Yeah.
essentially what I said. Like, and they get along, all of them.
Yeah.
And I got this long message from Taylor after, and I'm not going to say everything because she's going to be mad if I write everything when she's being nice to me. But essentially, what she wrote was, she goes, "Thanks for being the type of boss that trusts us to do our jobs and allows you to do what you're good at."
Aw.
No, but like, and that's
Yeah.
something to think about, right?
That's a
I'm
good
not saying everything because she's going to be rolling her eyes and like yelling at me tomorrow when this podcast, or no, next week when this podcast comes out, she's going to be like rolling her eyes, pissed. But no, but that's what the third employee gives you is like, no offense to him. I've looked at him many times. He'll come and ask me. I'm like, don't ask me that. Like little things like, how is my glass clean? Like, can you check my glass? Like, I'm busy. Like, I'm literally like on a phone call or doing a quote. I go, I have 2 other employees that you can grab.
Yeah.
Especially when they're both there. And that's hard. Like, and that makes me sound like I have a big ego. Like that sounds,
Yeah.
but
No, you're right. But you have a
it's
job.
not that way. But I pay people to be smart. And like they are, well, for the most part, but they are. And no, but they're good at what they do. Like
Yeah.
I'm if I'm in the middle of a quote, I'm quoting a $3,000 job or working on a big contract. I
I
don't want
don't
to be
care
pulled
about your
off of that.
glass. I don't care
Yeah,
about the glass. Yeah.
I want the car to look good. And like I told them, I'm like, if you have questions, like like actual questions, ask me them, and like I will answer them. Like, or if you don't trust what Taylor and Nick said or whatever, like it's not like I'm telling you can't talk to me.
No,
I'm
yeah.
like I have another employee that's right beside you, and what that's doing too is it's training them to be management, because when Taylor's not used to it, she's never trained someone before with us. Nick has. When she goes and does another task and leaves Darren alone, and then Darren's like, "Well, what do I do?" He's like, "He's new." He'll come over to me. I'm like, no, go talk to her. So then she gets all fired up, and she's like, "Well, why is he bothering him?" I go, "Because you're taking care of him. Like you have to train him." Or he was cleaning a truck today, and he was taking longer because he's new. And like as someone who's had employees, when they're new, yeah, it's gonna take them 45 minutes to check a truck because they want to be perfect.
Yeah.
And like it takes time. She gets fired up, and she's learning, right? Like this isn't a bash to her, right?
No,
right.
for sure. Yeah.
So no, but like I remember being there when you're new. You're like, what is taking so long? Like I can do this in 20 minutes, and it takes time to realize. Like now, it's like okay, have the truck done by noon. He'll look at it, let him take his time. If he takes a long time, we'll speed him up. Like skill comes from repeat. Yeah, and time goes faster. You can always adjust time. I can't fix skill. If you suck, you suck. Like I can't fix that. But if you work at it and become better, I can fix your time.
Yeah.
So it's noticing that. So she gets all fired up, and I let her, and whatever. Because it's for both them to learn. It's for Darren to realize that she's particular, she's amazing at her job, and she likes things done a certain way. So there's a few things that I'm doing here. She doesn't like working with other people in an interior because she does it very well, and she gets fired up when people aren't doing things right. So by forcing her to work with him, it's teaching her how to be a boss, it's teaching her to be a manager, because now you're teaching somebody how to do it. The benefit to her is now you're going to have someone who's new, who's going to do things like she does. So when she is detailing a vehicle, she's going to know that, oh, Darren's working with me. Oh, yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's like when you polish with me, I know what you're doing. I don't have to look at you to see what you're polishing. Like I don't need to know. I can literally hear the machine and know you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Same thing with him. She needs to realize that when you're training people, it's such a great thing when you have someone who does things the right way, because it's literally you'll put your arm out to a point and he'll put a brush in your hand because he knows what you need. So it's going to make her life easier. No, but like it will.
Yeah.
She doesn't see that yet. So she kind of got fired up about that. She's like, I'm going to work on this truck. No, he's working with you. And she's like, oh, blah, 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 right? Because like she's learning. No, but like not rudely. And like she'll understand what I mean. I'm not bashing her.
No.
But so she's learning. But what I like about that is she's learning to be a manager. So what she doesn't see is I'm giving her the ability to essentially make more money and provide more value. Because in the beginning, she didn't want to do nothing. She didn't want to talk to people. She goes, I just want to detail cars. Now, because she's kind of the full-time person, she's there all the time. She's had to talk to customers, and she's great at it. She is. Like customers love her. They'll joke with her. Yeah. But she didn't see herself in that way. So it's kind of like you force her out of her comfort zone. She excels. Like she just does. Like that's what she does. And so with Darren, she goes outside, gets all fired up. He's been taking 30 minutes to clean this truck. Blah, 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 blah. He's outside. Like we have a coating to do. Like what's he doing? Blah, blah. Goes outside. I see him come in. I go, what are you doing in here? She kicks me out of the truck. I go, no, go back. I'm like, I'm not dealing with
Taylor. That. For all of you those don't know, Taylor is the funniest person I've ever met. It's so jokes.
But so this is the way she thinks about it, though, and this is kind of, and I'll get off this topic, but she thinks about it as she takes pride in her work, and that's why she wants to do things alone. If she wants it to be the best that it can be, I've given her the ability to do that because I trust her. Now, I'm like, you gotta realize that you are not the only good person. Like you can build that. Just because let's say Nick details a different way, and maybe she details a different way. He's been with me longer. Like I don't expect him to change. He does his way. She does hers. That's great. Darren has no way. So I said, work with him, because then your way will be his way. And like, it's not like we have standard operating procedures. So how to clean a car is the same, but it's little things. It's like use the brush this way, do the carpets now, do this, use this chemical, not that one, do the just little things that make the difference. So yeah, cleaning, decluttering the shop, making adjustments for efficiency. Those are all little things. So and another thing we did, Taylor, she's gonna be so fired up because I'm gonna be bashing her. So they're both short. Like both of my employees, Nick and Taylor, are both short, and they complain. Like they've worked for me she's been here for 2 years. Nick's been here for 4. So they both complained because like we can't reach the top of the trucks and blah blah blah. So I saw her. She was standing on the door jamb, like of the inside of the car of a pickup truck to get onto the roof. And I'm like, yeah, you're not doing that. Like if you break something, if you like, I'm not letting you do that. Because like
too, and he had the same issue. You know what I bought? You know the Gorilla gliders, the Gorilla
yeah, I
ladder,
have the platform.
the platform one.
Yeah, I just bought it.
So, I bought it too. I bought it too.
So right. So when you see something, I'm like, you can't do that. And she had a
Yeah.
fit. She's like, how do you expect me to do my job? And she's got all fired up. I'm like, you're right. How do I expect you to do your job? Like, so some boss like too bad, deal with it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
No,
I told Yusuf, I was like,
right,
because he's shorter than your employees, and
Yeah.
he goes, well, how the hell you expect me to get this? He openly told me, he's like, how the hell you expect me to reach it? I was like, oh, we have like that microfiber on a mitt thingy stick. And he goes, yeah, but like, how am I gonna dry it? How am I gonna like
Can't
polish
see
the
it.
window?
Yeah.
Whatever. I go, you know what? You're right. So I go to Home Depot. I search it up on my phone. I search up Home Depot. Bro, measure the Gorilla ladder we have now, that little stool one. I was like, measure that. Well, I'll get the dimensions of this, and it's like a lot taller. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go buy it. He's like, dude,
I think
it's
it was 6
$90.
inches taller.
Yeah,
it was cheap. Yeah.
I was like, it's like $90 all in. I was like, bro, I'm gonna go buy it. He's like, no,
So-
you don't have to. I'm like, it's for you to do your work, bro.
I literally same thing. She
Yeah.
complained and like she had her hissy fit. I'm just looked at them both. I said, listen, I'm going. Like, where are you going? I'm like, I got errands to run. And I get the ladder, the platform. I'll tell you what to do to it. So make sure you get friction tape
I
and
was
put it on the
thinking
top
of
of
that.
it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
So that's what we did. It's like it's ridiculous. It's $40 for this tape at Home Depot, but it works. So it's half the price of the ladder, but it saves me from one time someone falling.
It is a little bit slippery. I can't lie.
Yeah. So I didn't even test it. I'm like, this looks like it's going to be a nightmare with soap and crap on it, or tire shine, or whatever gets on this thing, right? So I'm like, okay, and it's not too tall, but it's tall enough where it's like you could hurt yourself if you fell off it.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially being a taller guy, like if I fell, bro, I'm gone.
Oh, we would hear about more sciatic problems. Let me tell you. Can't walk, can't detail. Oh, we literally be hearing the whole episode. Urjan's running his business from crutches. God. But anyway, so I walk in the door and they're looking at me because they can see me in the cameras, right? So they know when I pull in, they're like, what is he carrying? I looked, I put the platform on the table, I go test this out. I don't care. If it doesn't work, we'll find something else that does.
Yeah.
So now it's like a staple. Like they love it.
Boy,
So it's little things like that. It's how to make your business more efficient. And that's exactly what it is. If they're struggling with something, they're getting mad every time they're working. Why aren't we spending $100 to fix that?
Yeah.
Like it's my fault. It's 100% my fault. It's like some people come like, oh, like they can figure it out. They can get a step ladder. They can. No, why? Why should they? It's literally your fault for not paying $100. Because now, with them happy and they're working fast, I'll make $100
faster.
Right.
No less complaints. Like, some people, they'll look up, they'll be like, oh, there's a streak in the middle or something. Like I tell your employee, why is there a streak? They're like, oh, I can't reach it. And then it's like you sit there, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What am I gonna? Yeah, right. It's like one complaint. The elimination of one complaint is it worth the money? It's like, yep. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly. So, what are you doing to maintain the rush? Because this is a question detailers are like, you said you're going to do a sale, which is an option. So, you've seen the detail groups all the time. They're like, oh, like I'm too busy. Like I'm booking 3 months out. What is your goal? Like, what do you? Because you don't want to be booking out too far, and apparently you don't want to hire another employee to kind of counteract that rush. So it's either you work harder, you start paying Yusuf more money, or you hire somebody new.
Or raise my prices.
You could do that. We did.
Yeah, I'm honestly like very, very close.
You should do it now.
Yeah, I know. That's why
we did 2 weeks.
That's why I wanted to do the spring sale. Is raise the prices to the spring sale. A Turkish trick for you, but anyway, it would ease it in, right? It would be like, oh, like you're paying this much. This is how much would have been now, but now it's this much. Because anyway, whatever. Maintaining the rush, I would say, spreading it out. Like I would spread out. Like let's say if I have this one guy who wants 4 cars ceramic coated. I'm not gonna do it all in one day or in 1 week.
Why?
I told him, I said, we'll do 2 this week, 2 this week. And he goes, oh, okay, no problem. He's like, perfect. He's like, I honestly thought you could only do 1 a week. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, I could do all. He's like, no, 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 I don't want to do all that. Because this guy lives like 30 minutes away. So I'm like, if I keep bringing him, if I tell him, okay, commit to 4, almost an hour there, hour back, hour there, hour back, hour there, hour
Yeah,
back.
it's a
So
lot of
4 hours
driving.
of driving in 1 week. This guy's gonna hate me by the end of the week. So just do 2 and 2. He goes, okay, perfect. Then in my head, I was like, okay, I should have done it all, but I was like, whatever. And this is right
It's
before
not
I
a
got
bad call, actually. If the driving makes sense, I would do that.
yeah, because I drove to him because he had to see all the cars because he had 2 classics. And I was like, I gotta see him. He's like, I'm not taking him out right now. I was like, okay, I'm come by. 30-minute drive. I was like, brother, I didn't sign up for
Where is
this.
it?
Dude, far. Like you know how I'm at like the tippy top of LaSalle and Amherstburg?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, how do I explain it? Like at where the you know how it kind of goes. So like I would be here, and he's like all the way down here. All the way
On the
near the
south?
lakes, or no, down towards Amherstburg, deep end,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
deep,
Okay. Yep.
right near the water type
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I was like, so you know what? Like, let's just do 2 and 2. And he goes, okay. And then I'm like, okay. Then I start getting phone calls. I'm like, okay, perfect. I had a guy who wanted it sometime that week. He's like, I'll even pay extra. He's like, no need to pay extra, whatever. He's like, boom, 1 year. He got a 1 year interior. And then he got his wife's car to come. That 3 days later, he got his wife's car booked in. So okay, bet. Let's say no more. And then just blah blah blah. Maintaining. It's like that's how I think is like I remember telling you this. I like to book out one for a week for 2 weeks, and then I'll kind of fill it in if I have to.
Yeah, and that's if right now it's kind of like just gong show. Like it's like you don't have to be strategic. It's like you're just filling in gaps, and it's just what it is. So mine is a little different than yours. Like when I had, because now we're kind of adapting how many vehicles we can work on, kind of who works on what. So in terms of for us maintain the rush is we really haven't done anything. Like
Yeah.
I kind of like feel bad just like before like I used to do sales, but now it's like
People are just, dude, people will call and be like, yeah, I want this. I already seen it. I'm like, okay. And I've done 2 videos.
yeah.
And it's like, bro, Andrew always told me, do videos. And I was getting lazy, and then he kind of pushed me. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, now he's doing videos. He's gonna have long hair next, slicking it back. He's gonna be
No.
talking about
Buzz cut only. I had 3 people ask me if I've been to Turkey for my hair. Nah, Jesus, buzz cut. Like, why do you do that? I was like, it's easier to maintain. So when I'm late to the shop, I just walk out of my house.
And someone's already showed me his videos. He copies everything I say. Hey, everybody, it's Urjan from Impact Detailing.
No, mine is more vibey, I think.
Yeah, oh.
Andrew's like, don't slam the doors. I looked at the video for like 20 seconds, super like nervous that I slammed the door. And I'm like, I'm like, bro, I didn't slam the door.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we'll talk about this after. We don't need to talk about this on the podcast.
I opened it and
but
closed
anyway,
it.
Oh boy. Anyway, so the point that we're doing here and like how I book out is right now we're doing about a few interiors a day, and then I'm kind of filling in the ceramics. We also have customer ceramic. Now we have commercial. So we're doing a lot of business to business, like fleet accounts or different things, or for like dealerships and whatnot. So we kind of got to fill that in. So you have to be like idea that I always need room just in case.
Yeah.
And it's obviously I want to maintain that relationship. You want to maintain all the other ones. So it's kind of maneuvering what you want to do. So how we're maintaining the rush is we have a few things going on, a few things on the down low, but I'll talk about it.
Yeah,
so we talked about.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
you continue. I'll tell you after. It's like a dumb, stupid question. I already know your answer, but I just for anybody wondering, I know someone out there is wondering, and I've never thought about it, but I've seen someone do it locally, and I know someone who it is. I just wanted to ask your opinion on it. Should I ask you or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, some people believe in taking summer hours longer. What's your thought? Have you ever thought of that, like doing longer hours in the summer?
The most valuable thing you can have in your life is your time. The best thing I can do is pay somebody for theirs. So if I hire more people, it means I get more time. If you have so much work that you need to expand your hours, you are doing yourself a disservice by doing that. and you're doing your customers a disservice by doing that. Because if you're working longer hours, there's no way your work that you're doing in those long hours is going to be the same as what you're doing in the short hours.
Yeah.
0%. It's going to be way worse. You're going to hate yourself. Your health is going to go down the toilet. If you're sick, you got nothing.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've worked the long hours. I can tell you, like, I have
Me
a
too,
badge
sir.
on my arm. I have the badge. It literally says like idiot right across my arm. Like, honestly, it's honest because once you have like, and that's how I look at it. Like, I regret that part of my business. And like back then, and I look at it, it's almost like you had to do it to learn. And some people don't ever get past that step. And
No.
you know, I feel terrible for them. But once you hire people, and it gives you the ability to, when we get busier, I make them busier. And it's not, you don't overwork them, but it's just, if you are making longer hours, you are doing yourself and your customers a service. There's no but
Crazy.
positive. Because also you're losing money. There's no
Yeah.
way you're making more money while operating longer.
No way.
So you
No.
work slower, you make mistakes, you break things, you do stupid stuff. Like, it's not,
Like
it
sometimes in
should
the
not.
summer, like I usually stay the most I've ever stayed after like after I talked to you about this. Remember when I'd be freaking at the shop till 8 and you're like, you're still there, bro, what are you doing? And I was like, bro, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And I realized, like, bro, like I stopped working out. I stopped eating, like I was eating one meal a day, bro. And I was like just tired all the time. Didn't see any friends or family. I'd literally go to the shop, work from 7:30 to freaking 8:30 at night, 9:30 at night. Not say nobody says my name, whatever. I was like, go home, knockout. Like that's bad. Like honestly, now that I've like said, okay, I'm usually there 8:30 and I'm usually leaving at 5:30. That's it. Anything after that, I'm not doing it. Like literally today, Yusuf, it was right at like 5 o'clock. I was like, bro, wrap it up. The last customer came, picked up his card, let's wrap it up. We'll go. He's like, no, you don't want to work longer. I'm like, it's not that I don't want to pay you. It's like, no, we're not working longer. And I was thinking, and he's like, why? Like, you don't want to finish this car because we had a Jeep in there. The guy dropped it off a day early, and he wanted it done a little bit earlier. I said, well, I booked out my schedule. He's like, I thought we were booked for Wednesday. I said, no, I have proof of a freaking thing. Send you the text. He goes, yeah, you're right. We're able to send you the text for Thursday. And
I get customers do that all the time.
I told him, I was like, listen, I'll try to finish earlier, but your Jeep is in terrible condition. Like, I can't promise you. And I have a full schedule today. So he's like, no problem, whatever. Screw it. Let me know whenever it's done. I was like, okay. So, yeah, I'm like, Yusuf, we finished the other 3 cars earlier. I was like, just start vacuuming it. Just so when we come tomorrow, we don't have to hear the vacuum in the morning. And he goes, okay, brother. He rinsed, washed it, tore the door, blasted this thing out. He went crazy. And he did have the time. It was like, he started maybe at 4:30. It was like 5:10, 5:15. And he's going all out. I'm like, bro, like, chill out. I'm like, that's it. I literally turned off the power. I was like, that's it. Done. Wrap it up. Wash your hands. Let's go home. He's like, no, you don't want to finish? I was like, bro, he is tomorrow's problem for us. Like, he was supposed to be tomorrow's detail. Why are we going to sit here, work after hours on a car that's supposed to be for tomorrow for a guy who might not even respect my time? You know, he's like, oh, I'll throw it in there. He could get it done the day before. I don't know. I honestly, the guy was very, very, very like, hey, how are you? Thank you. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, bye. Like, all right. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, bro, you're like, I was literally putting people before me, and it made me so unhealthy, bro. So
Makes you
unhealthy
sick.
mentally. Yeah, terrible, bro. Terrible. Like working. What the latest I ever worked was on 2 supercars. I'm not gonna say which ones.
I
But
know
you
which
know.
ones.
Yeah. I worked from 6:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night. My
Yeah,
dad called me. Hey, my dad, this is the biggest. That's when I honestly stopped. I was like, yeah, Andrew told me, and this, my dad just told me. My dad yelled at me on the phone. He's like, 9 o'clock. He's like, are you stupid? I'm like, how? He's like, you've been at that shop since 6:30. It's 9:30. When are you coming home? He's like, what could you be possibly working on for that long? I was like, oh, look, I'm starting two company. Or 2 supercars. He goes, finish it tomorrow. What's wrong with that? I was like, I can't. I have to get it done by this date. He's like, just tell the guy. I'm sure if he's spending that much money, he has 2 supercars, he wouldn't mind an extra day of you taking more care of it. And then I was like, sat there. I was like, okay, let me finish it up. in my head I'm battling. I'm like, Andrew's telling me no, my dad's telling me no. And then after that day, bro, I've never stayed past 7 or 5:30. Never. I was like, and
And
I'm so
like
happy, bro. I
well,
love
even
coming
the
in in the
last
morning.
episode, Dean's like, when he had to get the coding, he's like, the doors at 5 o'clock, locked
Yeah,
shut. No one's
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
And it's true because like some people that don't respect boundaries, and like for him, he works at home, so he can kind of fit it in whenever he wants.
yeah,
I don't want to be driving to my shop at night. I don't even want to be there at night. So like this is my work hours. If you don't respect my work hours, don't come here. It's
yeah,
literally like it's that. But with the employees, and it's hard. You have to be the advocate that says, listen, we're done.
mm,
What do you mean we're done? We're done. Go home. Like I'm the
mm,
one telling them to go home. It's
yeah,
not them that want to leave. It's always they're like, it's only like half hour. Like go home. And like there's sometimes we need to work a little bit longer, like
yeah,
something happened or whatever. And they glad they will, and like they get paid obviously extra to do that. And but like yeah, it's like go home. Like we're
It's like,
done. Nothing matters here.
I unplugged
Like
the
we're
vacuum, bro.
good.
Go home, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Done.
All right.
And it's not that I don't.
So
I told him I was like, it's not that I don't want to pay you. It's that I don't want you to fall into a trap where you think that this is your time. I told you come from 9:30 to 5. That's what you want to do. That's what you said that works for you. I said I'm not going to make you work overtime if we don't have to. This car was supposed to be for tomorrow. We should have been gone actually. You should have been home at 4 o'clock, 4:30 when we were done. I was like, but now you're going to stay over because some guy just dropped it off and said, here's your problem. I was like, no, you don't do that to yourself. I'm like, no, I won't let you do it. And I was like, he's like, okay. I was like, okay, I understand. But
but it's because he's not used to a boss telling him that.
exactly.
No boss is telling you that. I want you to stop working.
Yeah. It's more so
No.
do more, do more, do more, do more, do
Yeah,
more.
do more faster. Yeah, sure. Finish it today. Like whatever. I'm gonna go get lunch or dinner. Or I'll be back. Like
Yeah.
whatever. So
Making
back
someone
to
else's dream a reality.
right, and also protecting them. And
Yeah.
you don't see that you're doing that yet.
Yeah.
You're taking almost like a protective role, and that's just important when you're a boss because you're protecting your people.
Sure.
So what we're doing right now, how do we maintain the rush? Because our shop stays pretty busy. Tons of calls, tons of people coming in, tons of everything happens all at once. A few things we're working on. We always got AI stuff going. Always, me and you talk all the time. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you?" There's always something new that we're doing, right? Like, always something that I wanted. I love it. So I just keep like doing all these ideas. And
your phone still trips me out. I'll call his work phone because it's the only one he has connected to his car. And it's like this bot. I text him like, Andrew, I hate your bot. He'll call me again.
Yeah. So what we're doing now is so like kind of when you call our business, it says like, thanks for calling, blah, 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 blah. Like it's automated, right? So but it's like a voice actor, so I programmed that in. I get through spam calls. Like, we don't get spam calls anymore. Like so like all those calls you get, I don't get them because the automatic soundboard that they use to get through won't get through the press 1, press 2, press 3. So I don't even get them anymore. I don't get people like robots anymore.
Damn.
Right.
I've had so many debit machine calls. I just tell him my friend Andrew has a debit machine company. They're like, what does he charge? I said 0, free for me. He said, I was like, how can you beat that? This is an idiot, bro.
Anyway, so got the phone, and like it's all stuff that we're looking at. Like, how can I? And that's how I think about it. It's how can I provide more value quicker? Because like there's times where people are waiting for quotes. And I looked. I'm like, my average respond rate for a quote is about an hour. I'm like, why is it about an hour? Like, and that's not bad. Like a normal business, that's like pretty probably good.
Yeah.
I'm like, but knowing me, I'm like, why can't we make this better? So I did. I implemented AI, and I have automatic interior quotes now. I don't even look at. They put the vehicle in. AI decides what kind of vehicle it is, how many seats are in it, and then it decides what quote it should get. And like there's certain things that it won't do, right? Like so if a car's too old, it will still send to me. But it gets a little bit of it out of my hair. So it just automatically quotes it. So then I did that. I'm like, what if I do that for exterior quotes? Like, why am I sending a quote for wax?
You did it for exteriors too?
So same thing. When they do a generic quote for exteriors, it sends them a text automatically. Go High Level does. It says, what kind of exterior do you want? Do you think like car wax? Do you want just a car wash? Do you want ceramic? Then it waits for 2 hours. And if we're closed, it waits for 2 hours. And then if they reply, it then plugs their response into AI. AI decides what they said and then sends them a quote corresponding for what they want. If it's ceramic, it goes to me so I can deal with it. If it's wax, why am I talking to someone for wax? So AI will send out a certain email that's templated that says, hey, Urjan, just got your quote for your whatever. Here's the price for our car wax. This is what the package includes. If you want to book it, let me know. If it's during business hours and they don't respond in 35 minutes, it just sends them a generic email saying, hey, sent you a text, didn't hear back from you. If you have any questions, whatever. These are our prices for this, 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 and this. Pick one. Right. So that was like 2 weeks ago. I'm like on a high. I'm like, oh my God, I saved so much time. Like, and the technology's working. So I'm like amped, right?
Does it work actually? Like, is it really good? Like, is it really popular? Okay.
So this is what I did. In the beginning, I had it so it would just tell me what it would pick. It's like when I did my quote in high level, it would write a note on the customer's account, like the AI, and it would say, we would have sent this email. So I could dial it in. So I'm like, I don't want a minivan get sent a sedan quote for whatever reason. Like, I'm scared. And it would have happened. They punched in a minivan, and I wanted to send them like a quote for like a sedan. I'm like, no, because something like screwed up. So I had it fixed. So it's all about wording with the AI. It's like, but for example, charge like a different price for an Escalade than you would a minivan, or like vice versa. Like, it's all these different technicalities. Or like a motorcycle. I forgot to define what a motorcycle was. So it's like it has one seat. Where do I send it? Like, it's like different things, right? So it's getting those up. So I got the exterior ones done. And then I'm like, all right, so that's kind of cool. I'm like, that'll be good. And then once it's done forever. Like, I don't have to ever touch that again. And it also follows up with people. Like, so like it will put them in a sequence. Like, in 4 days, it'll follow up, say, hey, we sent you a quote. Do you have any questions? Whatever. And then it does its whole thing, which we've talked about. Next, because I know our competition could be watching this, and I will gladly tell them what I'm doing. Because I'm sure, and I've heard competition talk to me like, how do you answer so many things? How do you do so much social media? How do you do? Like, number one, I hire people. I don't do all of it. But number two is, by doing this, is I look at technology. Like right now, I literally see a notification bottom of my screen that says a customer just watched a quote in progress video for ceramic, which means because our ceramic quotes have videos. They clicked a trigger link, which we were just talking about, and they're watching a video right now about how we do our quotes and what our vehicles look like when they're done. And it just popped up. Yeah. Why I like tech is because I can track it. I can then use the data it's given, and I can quote better. So what we're working on now, trying to kind of space all that out, we're looking into online booking. So You're Able, and I talked to Chris Abens today, one of the founders of You're Able, and she calls me, and we get on a video call, and she's like, I look at her and I'm like, yeah, I kind of committed a You're Able sin. She's like, what's that? Because I've been with You're Able forever. Like, I was one of their, like, I would say probably their first 100 customers. I was probably on it, at least first 200. And I'm like, I just never did online booking, and I've been with you guys for 5 years. She laughed. She goes, yeah, like I was telling my dad, like, why the hell isn't Andrew doing online booking when he's doing Zapier stuff and doing all this AI stuff and like doing a go high level? Like, because they know what I do, right? And
Andrew's like the if you ever join their Facebook group, Andrew's the guy to ask questions. He's the guy. Like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll see, and they'll send me kind of like highlights, and I just see Andrew respond to people. I'm like, that's my boy.
So we're looking at online booking, and this was the thought process behind it. Is I'm looking at getting stuff off my plate. Do I need to be talking to someone about an interior detail and when they can book it? No. So I'm either doing this for all customers or existing. I haven't decided yet. Existing is a no-brainer. So if they want to rebook something, I just link them to it. They can rebook. So that's the one thing. The other thing is I'm thinking I'm going to do it for everything, but part of me is a little scared because I don't want a bunch of junk cars. So we're trying to find ways to scare those people away. So we're working on that now. Second thing we're working on is, when you're busy, you're on the phone, you have a customer, and your phone's going off twice. You got some guy in your voicemail, then you have another guy calling, and you had all these people in your voicemail. And like some people leave voicemail, some don't. And you already know when you call us, it texts the customer saying, sorry, we missed your call. Since I'm only one guy, I can only do so much. So we've talked about this before. We've used the tech in the winter. I've showed it to you. We are setting up an AI receptionist for our voicemail instead. So if someone calls us, it's going to say, hey, this is so-and-so. I'm an AI receptionist for Excelsior Auto Detailing. You can ask for a quote, or you can leave a message. What would you like to do? And you put a bunch of info into this bot, right? So let's say they said, I want to request a quote. And I'm like, okay, I need to gather some of your information. I'm like, okay, your first, your last name. Is this your phone number that you want us to call you back on? Yes. Can we text you on this phone number? Yes. What kind of service do you want? It's like, let's say ceramic and interior. Okay, great. And then what kind of car do you have? 2020 Honda Civic. It will then say, okay, thank you. I'll have Andrew call you back when he's available again. The second they hang up, I get an email that says, this is what they said. This is the recording. This is the information they said on the phone. They want a quote for this. It then populates in my Go High Level from Zapier because it triggers a Zap. Goes into Zapier. Go High Level then texts me and says, hey, some guy wants a quote. Answer it now. We then will answer it right away.
I don't know
So
if
instead
I'm
of
dehydrated or just dizzy from watching, hearing all that.
So that's what we're working on now. It's like it's literally like, yeah. It's like that little thing, and like, do you pay for it? Of course you pay for it. But is it one of those things where you get amped up because I might get another quote? Because like literally, like this is how my brain works. This is how screwed up my brain is. It's like our voicemail is already kick ass. Like it's already above and beyond what any other business is doing.
Yeah.
This is where I get sick in my head. It's like, okay, what if someone copies what we're doing? Because they're going to. And I'm totally well aware that I hope they do. They should be. But it's like, how do I make it even harder for them to copy me? It's like literally like that's how my brain works. It's like I'm putting all my information out on a podcast that they're all watching.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's not like I've had people tell me, they're like, well, you're putting all your secrets on the podcast. I'm like, there's a difference. No, but this is how I think. This is a Gary Vaynerchuk quote. Is I'm putting all my best information out in front of them, and they're going to watch me win as I'm doing it because they're not going to do it. They're not going to execute it right.
Yeah.
It's like the stuff I'm saying. Right. But it's even you. I set you up with Go High Level. You see what it can do. You see what I do for it.
Yeah.
You've
And
had it for a month.
I'm a snail at it. Honestly.
Yeah.
No. I'll say it about it. I'll admit it. I'm a snail.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, listening to Andrew, like this guy, what time was it, bro? 8:30 in the morning. I get a snap. 8:30 in the morning. I get a snap. Just got to the shop. I literally just flicked the lights off. First guy's about to show up. I open the snap. I go, Andrew, 8:30 in the morning. He doesn't get to the shop till 9. Brother showed me that little thing he was talking about, the interior quoting process with Zapier. That's why when I asked him, I was like, you did the exterior too, bro? Like, what the hell? I see a white blank page with boxes. I don't know if you've ever used Zapier, anybody here. If you're watching, if you use Zapier, it's like little boxes.
It looks like a flowchart.
I've seen hundreds of them. I looked at them like, I didn't even think about reading. I was like, what are you cooking up? And I asked him, I was like, what are you snorting? 8:30 in the morning to be doing all this. He calls me. He goes, don't worry, bro. I got this. I'm going to do it. I'm like, okay. An hour later, he calls me. He's like, yep, it's done. I'm like, what, bro? There's no way.
I had a dream. Okay. That's how all my good ideas happen. And like anybody who's close to me, they already know this. And they get annoyed. I talk about work so much, right? I get a dream. It's like I had a dream. Customer quotes with us and like instantly quoted them. And somehow I developed this thing. So I wake up and I'm like, I go on my phone because I always go on my notes. I'm like, automatic quoting just in case I forget. It's like 3 a.m. that I got this dream. I'm like, I wake up and like I'm thinking about it all night long, dude. Like my brain is just going. I can't sleep. I'm like, I can do it. Like I've already have an idea how I'm gonna build it, right? Because I'm just like, I'm already paying for it. And this is where it really gets to me. It's like I'm already paying for all this stuff. Like I don't need anything more. It's literally just my time. And then so I literally am writing. I have a notepad beside my bed. I'm just writing like charts, like how I'm gonna do it and like what. And then I get there in the morning, and I just did it real quick. Like for me, it was quick, but for you, it would have taken 3 days. And so I just put it all in. Like I have the thought process, like how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to have the customer writing in. What if they write something in wrong? Like what if it's supposed to be a vehicle and they write in like a scooter? Like what does it do? It's like you got to put like all this like type of stuff in. And like I have a developed like coding background. It's like I used to code on computers. So the same type of thing, or that's how my brain works. It's like when you're doing user input, there's going to be one idiot that writes something stupid in. So you got to make sure it doesn't break. So you got to kind of always have fallbacks. And that's where you kind of see all the big boxes. It's like every step has to have at least one box that says, if they don't do any of these things, do this. So you always have to kind of do like a fail safe for everything.
I see.
And yeah, so I built it, and it's going, bro. Like it is, yeah. Because I mean, think about all the interior quotes that you're waiting on, and like you didn't. And I remember, like when I was by myself, I'm like, I don't even want to answer these quotes. I'd leave them till the end of the day. So like, I don't even need any more interiors. Yeah. Now, I'm soaring by your quotes because like 35 minutes, it's quotes automatically sent to them. So like you're waiting, my quote's already been sitting there. It's probably already followed up with them once by the time you send yours.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I call them like usually some whatever quote it is. Let's say whatever, it could be ceramic or whatever ceramic I always run to. But interior, let's say if I'm now that I have Yusuf, I kind of just make it a priority. But I call this customer 8 minutes after, no response. I'm like, all right, this is how it's gonna go. This is how it's gonna start. And I know if I look at my phone right now, she probably called back at 7:30. And I know.
So this is the best tip I can give you. You have high level. You
Exactly.
literally have it.
Exactly.
You literally email and text her because it's convenient. Like that's what I say. Like I send the email and quote. I send the quote and email, and I text them and I say like, listen, just send the quote. I put their email in there in case it's spelled wrong, and then you're good to go. You're done. They're like, okay, great. And then they look at the quote. If they don't say anything within 4 days, it follows up to them again. Text them saying, hey, whatever. And then if they don't say anything again, it follows up to them in 40 days. It just keeps texting them. And, oh yeah, I didn't tell you about that.
No.
Oh yeah, dude. I set something up. I set up a drip campaign where if I don't have anything, because I used to just let the interior quotes go.
Yeah.
And then Taylor said to me, I had the idea. It came up. We were talking. And she goes, like, how many people quote and then just don't say anything? I think her sister did, or her sister wanted to quote her. A lot. And she goes, why are we not? Oh, I know. I did a Black Friday sale. And I reached out to everybody that sent a foreman in a year. Because I have that data. So I can just literally just go, boop, you send a foreman email. I emailed 2,000 emails out for Black Friday. And she goes, 2,000 people got quotes here? I'm like, yeah. She goes, so what do we do with them? How many aren't customers? I go, and whatever the number is, right? And I'm like, or no, it was 2,000 weren't customers. That's what it was. It's people that didn't come. Like they got quotes and didn't come through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then she goes, so do we market to these people? Like, no, they're dead to me is what I said. She goes, they're dead to you? She goes, that's stupid. She goes, how many people get quotes and then just think they're going to do it in a few weeks and just don't come back?
Yeah.
I'm like, and she goes, like, I thought, and she looks at me, she goes, like, can we do that? I go, of course I can do that. So like, I take it like as my ego, like, of course I can do it. Like, what do you mean I can't do it? So yeah, 45 days, it will email them. If they open the email, it will text them the next day. If they don't open the email, it will send them another email in a week. And then it'll text them. But if they open any of the emails, it texts them quicker. Because they read it. So it'll say, hey, just wanted you to know, sent you an email about your vehicle. Do you want to get done? So it looks attentive.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay.
Wizardry, bro.
Oh, God. We don't need this to be a whole tech podcast, but it kind of turned into. So,
time-saving techniques.
Huh?
Time-saving techniques. I'm doing like little improvements. Like relocating where the power washer is. The power washer that I have. It's in the way sometimes. Relocating it. Moving things around. And I the biggest thing is I told Yusuf, I was like, okay, bro, like, what do you think? What should you wear, and what do you think would make more sense for you? Because eventually it's going to be you doing most of the work. And he goes, or whatever because like I'm always like, just move it to the side. Like there's no real place for it. I'm like, just move it to the side. I don't care. I'm going to use it in an hour. I was like, okay, where would you want like the vacuum to be? Where would you want the power washer to be? What do you think? Like, should I get quick connects for the power washer, set it up? Like I already have all the hoses, but actually putting the water line in. And he goes, yeah, bro. Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that. Because one day, you know how you deflate like the power washer? Like you turn off the power washer, you cut the water. I have the cutoffs, but I forgot to tell Yusuf that you're supposed to, release the gun, so it keeps the pressure, like it releases that pressure, and then you can take the hose off easily. Brother, it was a puddle in the shop, bro. It was so funny. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He looks at me, he goes, "Are you stupid?" I was like, "What?" I'm like, "You're the one who did it." He's like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I didn't. I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I don't know."
It's your fault.
Yeah,
And
it is.
he's right. It's
Yeah, I
always
know.
your fault.
Honestly, I was like, I don't know. And he goes, "Tell me how to do it." So I'm showing him everything. Now, what I literally just printed out this afternoon was like power washer, how to set it up. If the power goes out, like where to go. If because I have that extension cord with the little button you push for the circuit thing each when it trips.
Yeah, yeah.
I have that set up. Labels. I was thinking of asking you actually. Where do you get your labels from?
Avery. So Avery, they have certain chemical bottle labels. I know we're getting to the end, but Avery has certain spray bottle labels. You need a laser printer. So if you don't have one, use mine. But they also have a builder. So you write in what the Wemyss says, like the codes, and it automatically puts the symbols on the label. You just put the chemical name.
I'm looking at it right now. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. It's worth the money. They're a little bit more money, but they don't fade away. Like I only have to replace the labels maybe once every like 2 years.
And that's really good for being always filling up the water leaking over the side. And
Yeah, that's in our wash bay. Like I think the most common we have to replace is maybe like the one we use for rims, like the big pump sprayer.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like once a year.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. But yeah, that's what I'd use for labels. And it works good. You print them out and they're done. But the builder's easy. Like I've had some people, they're like, oh, it's so hard to do this. I'm like, you literally just buy the things. Like $50 for a pack of them or whatever it is. Like they're a little pricey. But
where do you get it?
never
Staples? Or you have to order it online.
Amazon. I got them on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
But you can get them at Staples. But or I'm sure Avery will send them to you. But yeah, look up like Avery. I think it's like safety labels or something. And it's like a square, and like there's it's like 4 on a sheet, and you just print them out. And they have a wizard builder thing online. They just you go on to like their safety data sheets for like whatever chemical it is, and it'll tell you like what codes to put on it. You just put the codes into the thing, you just check them off, and then it just prints out all the information on the label.
Pretty sick.
Yeah. What other improvements are you doing?
2 airlines.
Yeah, that's a good one.
2 airlines. I literally thought about it yesterday. I went to Princess Auto, Princess Auto. I got the dual thingy. Best investment, bro. Best thing. Because I already have 2 air hoses. I have one that just sits there. Now I have 2 people. If me and Yusuf are working on a car, eventually when I hire someone else, it's like, oh, are you done with the airline? I'm like, bro, I have an airline in this little side room. I was like, why don't I use it? So I was like, screw it, got it. Sales and detailing too. Honestly, again, not to boast about Yusuf so much, but honestly, I'm so excited about having an employee. Not as an ego thing, but it's like, bro, I can actually take the time to sell someone. You know, for that, the ceramic, the Ram Rebel that I did, it took me, I promise you, 4 hours of debating, selling this guy. You know the guy who sold me my Jeep?
Yeah.
That's the same guy who sold him his truck. I texted the guy after. I said, hey, because he referred him to me. So I was like, the sales guy, he referred him. I was like, bro, I'm gonna do what time you work today. I'll drop some cash off for you. So I go in, whatever, give him $100 for a referral. And I go, I got a trip. He goes, I've been working with him since May of last year. I was like, brother, like it took me 4 hours. I was on FaceTime with him for 2 hours. FaceTime. He's like, do you have your car? I was like, yeah. I was like, show me it. I was like, okay. I was like, you have FaceTime? He's like, yeah. I was like, FaceTime it. So for 2 hours, I'm sitting there talking to this guy about ceramic coating and trying to show him my car. Bro, it was so funny. And then whatever. Anyway, he's happy. It was amazing. Whatever. But sales, like I can take the time to do that now. And something's actually getting done in the background. Detailing, the label thing, whatever honestly makes Yusuf happy, I'm gonna do. Like I asked him, I was like, would you rather wash a car inside? Would you rather wash a car outside? Would you rather use a leaf blower? or the towel, what would you do? What do you tell me what you want to do and what you think is best for you? And I've learned, bro, just take it the hard way. Do both. Do towel, do the freaking leaf blower, everything. Now it's like, okay, I don't want this guy to be working as hard as I did when I started,
Right.
because I'm tired. Like, I'm exhausted now.
Yeah, you're getting old. You're falling apart.
Old, brother. I'm 23, bro.
Yeah. Your dad's right. You started working at, what was it, 7:30 to 7:30 to 11:30 at night?
11:30.
All right. So we're gonna end this podcast off because we went on a few rants, right?
All
right.
A lot of sidetracked. Honestly, I'm loving this. Let us know.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
it's
it's
our
okay.
9th episode. We're about to make it to 10th. Let us know how you like our podcast. What would you like to see us improve on? Was it, not falling off track so much? Make them shorter, because I know we've been up over an hour for each podcast. Would you rather have them at 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is? Let us know. Anything we talk about, would you rather us talk more about like controversial things, more business related? We want to focus on business, but if we have to throw in a couple of controversies, I think Andrew likes to stir up the pot.
No, you're the one that wants the drama on the podcast.
Oh, brother, I love it. Anyway, and also what Andrew didn't mention this, but what we started to do is we're gonna start basically putting every week. If you either message us on our Instagram, sometimes we'll put up the story. We're gonna try and do it every week. I'll try and do it. Sorry, Andrew, I forgot to speak.
And last week.
No, that's when we started it.
No, Dean was last week.
Oh yeah. Oh, he had enough questions. I had enough questions for him. Anyway, we're gonna answer someone's question. So whether it's 10 people send it in, we're gonna try and make it a priority to answer them. If not directly, indirectly, and then just basically kind of get back at our viewers. 9 episodes, bro. It's a lot more than I thought we'd rack at. Yeah. I thought we'd hang up the hats at 5 or 4, but bro, 9. Yeah. And I asked Andrew, I'm like, bro, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for today. But anyways, Andrew, carry on with your outro.
All right. So thanks for watching the 9th episode of the Suds to Success podcast. Give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Follow our social medias, Suds to Success podcast. I say it every episode. You guys know already. You're probably annoyed with the spiel, but
wait, where is it?
Yeah. All right. Suds to Success podcast.com. Guys, have any questions, leave them in the comments. Send us a message if you have any questions about business, anything at all. Don't forget to ask. We'll get those answers to you. See you on the next one.